Yo, 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 what's happening, YouTubers? How are y'all doing? This is Jonathan in the house, or you can call me Jay Ranger the Collector or the Nutty Red Hipster. I just want to wish the one and only NBA legend from the San Antonio Spurs, and he won championships with them. Give it up for Timothy Theodore Duncan. Happy birthday to Tim Duncan. Look at that. Born on April 25th, 1976, he just turned 47 years old. He's a heck of a player. Even though his team that he played for is not my team, but he was a great player. He really was. And that's why he won championships. And he's an MVP player. And he's a Hall of Famer. He's up there like just Kobe Bryant right here. Kobe Bryant had nothing but mutual respect for Tim Duncan. LeBron James does too. Every NBA player in the NBA has, the love and respect for Tim Duncan, including the whole Spurs organization does. Even though I'm a Laker fan, but I do respect Tim Duncan. And I do respect David Robinson and all them cats, including Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. Those were the great Spurs, man. The Spurs were a dominant team back then. They were like the one team that would give my Lakers a hard time. That was like their biggest rival, besides of the Celtics. The Spurs was another one. I've never been a huge San Antonio Spurs fan, but I do respect Tim Duncan, though. He was a great defensive player, too, and a great shooter too, rebounder. He was just great all over the world. And he got drafted in '97. He's played 19 years with San Antonio, and then he coached with the Spurs. He's the assistant coach. So I just wanted to show you all this right here. I had this figurine for a long time. I got it at the swap meet in Cypress, California. I'm really glad that I have this. I have it in mind. I'm on edge, but maybe I could sell it. I could sell it to a Spurs fan. It's hard to find a lot of Spurs fans in California. It's rare. Only time you'll see them if they're at the Laker games, if they're playing San Antonio. Maybe I'll travel to San Antonio someday. I do have family that live out there, though, in Texas. I'd be happy to find Spurs fans that could sell this Tim Duncan toy. There's a lot of Tim Duncan fans out there, I bet. San Antonio's definitely for it. But I really took really well care of this toy. It's just a little dusty, but never been open. I've kept it in the package all these years. Since my middle to high school years, I've kept this in the box. I've never opened it. Because it's a 2004 series from the McFarlane manufacturer company that manufactures these NBA figures. And same for NFL and MLB and all that good stuff. And I also have the cards. This is a great one right here. And here's one where he's about to dunk right here. I've always been a collector of basketball cards. Cool Tim Duncan card right there. He's dribbling the ball against Phoenix. And he's been widely touted as one of the best players power forwards to play the game, and his 4 NBA titles and 2 regular season MVP awards help support to revere that notion. Here's another one. This one has it's like a special edition, first edition actually. Same card, just has a different, has that grayish right there. See that little difference? But they're still great cards. Have another one right here. This one's from the Panini. It's another card company that manufactures these threads. I have one and a LeBron one too. I've always been collecting cards. It's been a long time I haven't collected basketball cards and other sports, but I'll be glad to reinvest in them. I'd like to try to get all my, the players that were great from back in the days, because they are going to be worth money. Especially Tim Duncan. He's a Hall of Famer. Another great one right there. I like this card. This is from Upper Deck. Upper Deck really makes great cards. Happy birthday. Happy 47th birthday, Tim Duncan. As a Laker fan, I do have a lot of respect for NBA Hall of Famers. Even though I may not be a fan of the teams that they play, but I do respect them as players. And off the court, they are, humble people. Like Tim Duncan is one of them. Sports Illustrated card. That's when he was playing against the Hawks. That's the one against the Lakers. Oh boy, those golden days. Lakers and Spurs, man, biggest rival. Because since they're on the West Coast division. Same with Phoenix. Phoenix is another one that I've never been too crazy about, and they just won tonight against the Clippers. But I don't like the Clippers either. I'm all about the Lakers. There's him right there getting guarded by Blake Griffin. And now Griffin's with the Celtics right now. It's kind of funny to see Griffin in the Celtics uniform. But happy birthday to Tim Duncan. He's a worldwide, player. He was even on the USA team with, Kobe. Him, LeBron, D-Wade, Bosh, all those guys, man. That was just a dominant USA team. Just like when they had Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Patrick Ewing, Isaiah Thomas, you name it all. Just like these guys, they were a USA team too. And Tim Duncan will always be on that Hall of Famer list of mine. He always will be. That's why I'm showing him the mad love and respect for him. And he did win championships with the Spurs. He defeated, when he was with them, they defeated the, I hate to say it, they defeated my Lakers in the playoffs too, back in 2012. And then including, they defeated the Miami Heat. They also defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers back in 07 that's when LeBron James was at Cleveland. LeBron was a dominant player of the Cavaliers. I mean, he's still dominant right now, but with Cleveland, man, he took Cleveland to another level. But then they still got swept by San Antonio, because San Antonio, especially when you have Tim Duncan and Parker and Manu Ginobili, they did dominance on the Cavs. It was crazy. It was a crazy game. But it was interesting NBA Finals to see. They also defeated Detroit, too, in the finals in 04. That's why San Antonio is a very dominant team. They have 5 championships on their table. And he is an MVP player, too. Got to give that respect for Tim Duncan. And he did get elected in the Hall of Fame of 2020. Actually, 2021, actually. My mistake. 2021. Excuse me, sorry. Yes, it was actually 2020. I was right in the first place. He did get elected, just like Kobe Bryant was inducted to the Hall of Fame, too. So that's why Tim Duncan will definitely go down in history. He will definitely be an NBA great. And he also is known as the NBA's all defensive first team selections that can attest to why he's one of the greatest forwards to play in the game. And he also won 3 Finals MVPs and 2 regular season MVPs, and 9 all NBA first team and 8 NBA all defensive first team selections. And the university that I mentioned, he did actually go to Wake Forest, which is in North Carolina, North Carolina. That's where he played in college. And he is from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. And I also heard a story that his mother passed when he was young. It was very heartbreaking to read that story. That's why, we all got to show love to every To all the NBA players that put all their hard work of the game of the NBA. And Tim Duncan will always be the top one in my NBA book, just like Kobe Bryant is. I respect all NBA legends, and especially Magic Johnson too. Show y'all again. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, comment, and I'll definitely respond to all of y'all's comments. I got another video coming up. This one's gonna be on the R&B singer Maya, her second album. Stay tuned, y'all. Peace.